are going on 4 years. One of them's a math major, so she can do the math on that. That's well over 1,000 days here at Viterbo University. Couple young ladies who came and made an impact, and it was 2 positive impacts. We like to tell our freshmen, at least on the teams that I'm in charge of, you have 2 options. When you walk across the stage here as a senior, you can be somebody that we're sad that you're leaving. We're certainly sad that these 2 are leaving and everybody else in this room. Or you can be somebody else who we're like, good luck to you, maybe we won't miss you. we got a bunch of young people who I'm kind of sad that aren't going to be around anymore. First, please welcome a 4-year member of the women's golf team, mathematics major from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, Julia Callaghan. And another 4-year member of our women's golf team, a biochemistry major from Clintonville, Wisconsin, Erin Isaacson.
Thank you guys for not leaving after the food. For those of you who don't know, Erin and I have pretty similar stories on how we ended up at Viterbo. It all started at the Wisconsin State Golf Tournament our senior year of high school.
Julia and I had both qualified as individuals, and so we had the opportunity to play together during the practice round. And I like to think of it as just a little bit of fate. Back in high school, Julia hit the ball about 80 yards farther than I did. And I never told you this, but I was really intimidated by you. Like, really scared. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. As our senior years continued, we ended up meeting again at the Health Science Scholarship Competition. And it was there when we both decided to come to Viterbo and decided that we were going to be roommates. Rooming together freshman year was one of the greatest experiences of my college career. Having someone there during those first few weeks of college, before everyone showed up, really just allowed us to adjust and allowed us to bond and become great friends.
Yeah, that was kind of fun, being your roommate. I'll never forget those first few weeks on campus before all the non-student athletes showed up. We kind of had a routine, so after a long morning of practice, we'd get back to the dorms, and Erin would go out and make friends, and I finished 5 seasons of Lost on Netflix.
Sounds like you really couldn't find your priorities, Jules.
Yeah, because they were hard to find, because they were lost. Anyways, competing on the golf team was a whole lot of fun. Sometimes even more enjoyable than the golf was the food we got to eat after the golf. On my worst days on the course, the thought of food was what kept me going. I hit it in the sand trap, I thought about a sandwich. I hit it in the water, I thought about watermelon. I'm sure every athlete can relate. And I think it was Shakespeare that said, food is like the poetry of sports, right?
No, he never said that, ever, actually.
Okay, well, in all seriousness, being a Viterbo athlete has changed my life. I'm so thankful for the bond I've formed with my teammates, as well as the friendships I've made with competitors from other schools. We've got a really great group of people around us.
Exactly. One of the aspects of being a Viterbo athlete that I have appreciated most during my 4 years here is just being a part of this amazing web of talented, driven, confident individuals that you see here today. We are not just separate teams that happen to play for the same school. We're a single athletic unit. Honestly though, if 6 hours spent working a golf scramble doesn't bring people together, I don't really know what can, because that was awful. We are proud and ecstatic about each other's successes, supporting and positive in the difficult moments. When our volleyball team was at Nationals, it was amazing to see the number of athletes planted in the Reinhardt Center, completely glued to the screen to watch every possible moment. If one succeeds, we all succeed. And that mentality truly makes up the epitome of Viterbo athletics. We've been really thankful to learn so much from all of the athletes here at the Viterbo family, as well as the entire athletics department. Specifically, I've learned a few very important lessons from my coach of 4 years, Coach Barrett. Through countless times spent watching Coach chase down waiters at restaurants to get our bill, my coach has shown me the true value of patience. We should not always be in such a hurry to get to the next big event in our lives. It's important to remember to slow down and appreciate the present. Before I knew it, my 4 years of college golf came and went, and I was definitely left wanting one more tournament and one more chance to compete with my team. Also, from countless driving trips down to Iowa, I have also learned to value a car with cruise control, not just from Coach's very heavy lead foot, but for also the simple fact that life shouldn't be spent speeding through our journeys. Sometimes we just need to glide at a smooth pace, slowing ourselves down to make sure we are not burnt out from the constant rush of responsibilities and commitments we face as athletes.
There are really so many people who have supported us throughout our journeys as athletes. Everyone in the athletics department is so enthusiastic and is right beside us to celebrate our successes. President Rick Artman and his lovely wife Joan can be seen at VHawk sporting events year-round, and actually their dog even made it to one of our home golf meets. I hope Ziggy's doing well. I think it's also really important to thank our parents for being the biggest fans out there, or if you play golf, the only fans out there. I personally want to thank my dad for coming to all my meets. I don't know if you guys know this, but in golf, your parents can kind of help you out on the course. You see, the way I play, I like to keep it kind of challenging for myself. Why would I hit the ball down the middle of the fairway when I could hit it into tall grass or a thick forest, or tall grass in a thick forest? So it's a lot more exciting that way. But I just wanted to thank you, Dad, for helping me find all those wayward balls. They would have been lost without you.
You know, Jules, just thinking back to the state tournament, there was someone else that was there at the state tournament that really was the reason we came to Viterbo, and we kind of forgot to mention that person.
Well, we mentioned him a
A
little
little
bit.
bit, but we really should tell that story.
Yeah. Coach, could you come up? Yeah. So,
Right there. Stand right there. That's great. Look.
So I just kind of wrote a little song. It's called The Proposal. When I was 17, a man proposed to me. You might not know it, but he's standing in this room. I always thought the guy who proposed to me would be a little taller and a little less old.
I think you look right now.
But it was you proposed to me. You proposed so beautifully. You asked me to play. You proposed to me on that day. I bet you didn't think about it quite the same way as I did. You said, "Hey Jules, come play golf for my school, and we can be best friends."
Not really what he said.
So now, my fellow athletes, if anybody ever asks you if you've been proposed to, you'll know what to say. Just think back on recruitment day. Now let's all take a minute to look our coaches in the eye and say the words we always needed them to hear. You can say it here. It's not that weird. Have no fear. You can say it here. I love you, coach. I love you too, coach. I love you the most. I love you, coach.
We have enjoyed every moment of our 4 years here and look forward to seeing the incredible successes of our athletes in the future. Thank you very much.